Before heading to the video, if you haven't subscribed the channel, do subscribe it and don't forget to click the bell icon for the latest update notification.
You are here because some way or the other you want to learn data science, right? You want to break into data science domain. Okay. So it becomes very important to understand what is data science. Okay. So let's say if we have to define data science, right? So usually you have this kind of made up definition in mind that it is the sexiest job, or some people come to data science because of those reasons, right? But let me define it in a different way, right? So what is data science in today's world, if we talk, right? So data science is, as said by Hector, right? So a professor in Department of Computer Science in Stanford University, right? So he said that data science is a new term, but in the same sense as Columbus was discovered new continent 1,000 years ago, right? So if you understand, any piece of land cannot be discovered by someone. You understand? So it is saying that the land was already there. I reached it later, right? Similarly, data science was here from centuries, right? But our tools or our knowledge was not capable enough to get hold of the data, right? What I mean to say is, for example, let's say nowadays we are generating more and more data, but earlier also, even as small it may sound, right? But the data was there in floppy disk, or even before that in handwritten data. Yes or no? So all these data were there, but we were not able to churn that in the level in which we are doing it now. Okay. But having said that, even in earlier phases, we were doing stats, hypothesis testing, simple data analysis, and after the Excel arrived, usually things changed, right? And that is the reason after the Excel arrived, we can see that there are multiple jobs in which we are using Excel in order to analyze the data, or at least see the data. Okay. Now, I hope this is kind of clear that data science was, in this particular sense, was here from many a time, right? But this term became famous in last decade. Okay. So let us talk about how the paradigm of science is defined. Okay. So if we talk about in science, when we talk about thousands of years, we call it empirical science, right? If we talk about in the terms of hundreds of years, that becomes theoretical science, right? When we talk about last 50 years, it will be known as computational science, right? So usually you will have this databases arrived, and we can query our company's database or our client's database to understand how was the sales a particular day, right? How was the revenue for a particular month, a particular quarter, a particular year, right? But last 20 years, we call it e-science or data science, in which we can download the world. So this term, downloading the world, is not in literal sense, but it denotes that, we can work out with the data to forecast our future, right? So you might be a bit confused. How can we forecast about the future, right? So let me tell you one thing. If I give you, okay, so let's say if I tell you that today, this is the first day, right? I have 5 shares of a company, right? The first day, right? Every day I'm doubling my share, right? So next day it will be 10, right? Again 20, then 40, right? 80. By this particular sense, if I ask you on a particular day, right? Or let's say we are talking about, so let's say we are talking about some 12th day, right? 12th day. Okay. So there will be some value. Okay. And today is, let's say, 12. Let's assume that today is 12. Now for future, 5 days later, that also you can calculate. Yes or no? Yes or no? Right? Because we have the formula, how my shares is increasing. Okay. Or kind of multiplied. Right? Similar way, let's say if we find out some logic in which my revenue, my price, or anything for that matter is increasing or decreasing, we can arrive to a conclusion what will be that value 3, 4, 5 years down the line, or for that matter, next day or next month, right? Is it understood? So in that sense, data science is mathematical science, computational science. It is all mathematics that we are talking about. It is not something magic or any other thing that we talk about in data science. Okay. I hope it is clear what is data science, right? Now, before I go ahead and and define the data science in a real sense of term, right? Real sense of term. So I just want you to understand that I have defined it as mathematical science. So mathematics is very much necessary, right? Programming is not so much necessary, right? To give you an example, earlier it started only using, let's say, Excel, SAS, then R, now Python. Tomorrow it can be Golang or Julia. So programming languages may come and go, but the underlying definition or the purpose or the reason or the concepts of data science won't change, right? That is the reason if someone asks me that if I do not have a background in coding, can I learn data science? The answer is yes, perfectly, you can learn. But if someone comes to me and say, hey, I do not like mathematics, right? In my past, I do not like mathematics. Can I go ahead and give it a try? You can give it a try, but later you will be in a position in which you won't be liking data science, because data science, as I said, is computational science, right? In each point, even if you're doing visualization, you will be keeping statistics in mind. If you hate mathematics, then you cannot do, right? Learning, you can learn, but if you hate something or if you do not like something, that particular thing needs to be developed at an early phase. If you did not like it in the childhood, now the chances are less, even though you will be motivated now. And since you have to do it for next 10, 20 years, let's say, it is going to be tough, right? So you have to make up your mind. You have to like mathematics. You have to be good at least starting from now, right? Programming, you do not know, that is perfectly all right. Okay, having said that, let's define data science in real sense of term, right? So as I said, data science is nothing but a multidisciplinary field which uses scientific methods, algorithm processes, and the systems that requires you to calculate these things. As I said, just now we took a simple example, right? A mathematical example. It was kind of easy that it was getting doubled. But let's say there is some other equation on which it is increasing. Then it cannot be done manually. We need tools, systems to do that. And that system we are talking about here, right? To extract knowledge and insights from structured and unstructured data, right? What is structured data and what is unstructured data? So structured data is something which can be stored in a table, right? Which can be stored in a table. So when we talk about structured, right? And by the way, it's A. Right? So it can be stored in a table, right? In a tabular form, right? The way you see the Excel, CSV, right? There is a column right? Multiple columns are there. Similarly, multiple rows are also there, right? That is what we called as a table. So even if you have not worked on Excel, you know tables, how tables are there, right? So you will have this structure. That is what we are referring to as table. So what is unstructured data? Which cannot be structured in the form of a table, right? For example, text data, right? So the data you see, for example, if I'm capturing the reviews of Amazon, right? So let's see if I'm capturing reviews of Amazon, right? How will it be? Very good product. So this will be a complete sentence or text data. So if I have to capture for each user, that text data can I put that in a table? You can put, but it will look something like this, right? So each there will be long text, right? Okay. So in that way, that cannot be put in a particular tabular structure, right? And that is the reason we are calling it as unstructured data. Is it clear? So whenever we are going to be working with all the types of data, structured or unstructured, right? And that is from where we will extract knowledge. Now, how do I extract knowledge from the data? That is a question that may come into your mind. So when I'm talking about extraction of knowledge from my data, let's say data is there. What is the data? Data is, let's say you are working for a company and your company has sales data, right? Each day, or let's talk about not a company, but a store, right? So let's say the data looks like name of the customer, right? Items purchased, right? Quantity, price, or let's say one more thing is discount, something like that. Okay. Now, let's say this is serial number, right? So number one, name is Mr. A, item is, let's say T. Okay. Quantity is 2, right? 2 packets. Price is X something, right? Let's say 200, right? Discount is 2%, something like that. Okay. So you'll have this data. Now, if I tell you that I give you this data and I want you to extract this information, that tell me when was the highest sell, right? Highest sales, which particular day? And by the way, I forgot that there is a date. So this, what I spoke about is from the previous example that my data was getting doubled, right? For example, my trade value was getting doubled, right? So I was talking about structured data and unstructured data post that, in which structured data was in the form of table and unstructured data was in the form of that cannot be put in a table. And example was like the text data, right? And I took the example that reviews of Amazon is nothing but an example of unstructured data. So when we are going to deal with both the types of data, that is what we call a data science. Then you might have the confusion that how can I extract insights from my data? That is what I'm giving the example. Let's say I have the data of the sales, right? So now this is the name of the customer, right? Items that they purchased, T, quantity, let's say 2, price is 200, discount is this, and on the date they purchased, right? So there is some date, let's say 1st January, right? 1st January 21, right? Similarly, on the same day, this person A purchased multiple more things, right? So we'll have this data. Now, what is the insights that I want from this data? Let's say I want to see what is the highest sales, right? What is the highest sales? So can you extract this information even without knowing anything? Right, you can do that. How can you do that is, first of all, you will see the sales. So you will aggregate the sales for each day and you will find out what is the highest day. I mean, what is the sales, on which day the sales was highest, right? That day you will return. You will tell that, okay, this is the date when we had the highest sales. That is the insights from the data. Okay. When we talk about insights, this is the insights. There are forecasts also available. So what I want to tell you is, let's say I have given you this data and let's say I want to understand in January 2022, that is the next year. Okay. I want to understand what is the sales, right? So let's say if I want to if I want to understand what is going to be my sales, or I just want to approximate the sales for January 2022, right? So how can I do that? So let's say if I saw that in January, right? In January, I sold items worth 2000. In Feb, I sold items worth 3000. In March, because of the COVID, let's say the sales fall down to 1500. Similarly, I'll go till, let's say this is June, right? June. So I'll go till June, and then I have till this is half month. This is half of the month, and there is a lockdown. So let's say only delivery is happening. So 500, let's say. Okay. So I have this data available. After this, can I have the real data? No, I cannot have the real data. But based on my past year's data, I can forecast for my future time, right? That is what we called as forecasting. In simplest term, I'm just explaining you. Okay, let's go back to the slide. Okay, so what we were talking about is what is data science in real sense of term. Okay, now another definition is a concept to unify stats, data analysis, machine learning, and their related methods. Why related methods is, just now I said you have to work with data. So obviously SQL will be there, right? You need to know SQL. Similarly, you need to know, let's say big data, because nowadays the streaming data may be there, right? So there are some other tools that you need in order to process the data, to work with the data, right? So in order to understand and analyze actual phenomena, so what is happening? Just now we extracted what was the actual sales per day, what was the highest sale. So those are called the phenomena, right? Another definition is employs techniques and theories drawn from many fields. Why I'm saying many fields is, this will come later in this particular session, that all the fields in this particular sense of term, all the industries are using data science. We are going to see what are the different use cases in all the industries. That is the reason it is written that it may drawn from many fields with the context of mathematical stats, computer science and information science, right? So information science in sense of term is whenever you extract information, right? So that process may be defined in broader sense as information science. So I hope you are clear with what is data science, and in simplest of term, I avoided using the terminology SQL or how to query the data. Most of you might be knowing this thing in detail, but the purpose was to get hold of the people who are not from this domain or who doesn't know anything about that. Okay, clear? But all of you might have learned something from this, what is data science. Okay, before I go ahead and again talk about why data science, why you need data science. Okay, you need to be clear about what is data science, and I hope I was I made this kind of clear or kind of accessible to everyone, whether you are from technical field or not. Can I have the conversation in chat? Yes, no? Let me know if you were able to understand. Okay, great. Thank you. Thank you. Let's go ahead and see that. Okay, you have said that this is data science and this is what it is, right? But why data science? Why everyone is talking about data science, right? I'm not going to talk about again the line that, okay, data scientists are paid more. Money is just a number. You understand? Money is just a number. I am not going to talk about that aspect, right? And that also should not drive you, right? If your driver is money, then you are not going anywhere from the learning perspective. Okay, but what should drive you? You understand that in 2017, The Economist published a story or an article, and it said, and I quote, that the world's most valuable resource is no longer oil, but data. You understand? Earlier, you know about the countries which produces oil. and are very prosperous, right? Why? Because oil, if you see in India also, the petrol, right? How costly it is. So when we talk about crude oil or any such oil, it is very costly, right? And if you have oil like the way you have water, right? So it is very evident that you will get very rich. All you have to do is to send that oil to another countries, correct? Because oil is not available or is not found everywhere in the world, right? That is the reason it is valuable, right? And that is the reason it is respected in a way that it is kind of a very good resource to have in any country, and it boosts the economy, right? But in 2017, it said that data is the new oil. So you have to understand that now any company, if any company has the data, that is the new leader, and the result is in front of you. Does Facebook charge you anything? No. Does WhatsApp charge you anything till now? No. Does Google charge you anything till now? No. But are not they making money? Think about it, right? Similarly, the list goes on and on and on, right? The Twitter, right? Why? Because they have the access to data, right? You understand? So there are some data which they cannot capture, but then also they have this data, correct? And you understand, any of you who works or has done any marketing through YouTube, you understand you have, they give you one marketing strategy in which they tell you that you can you know put your ad to a certain age group. That means they have the data. So if you want, you can put your ad only in Bangalore, only in Mumbai, right? Or only in a smaller city also. Further drilling down, you can also only show the ad to a certain age group, 10 to 15, 15 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 50, like that. Or also drilling down, you can also choose on which economical condition I want to show this ad. What is my target audience, right? Up to that level. And they charge you for that. If you want to make so both of you are benefited, right? You understand? This is what analytics does. This is what data science does, right? So now, why data science must be clear? Every company, every individual is generating gigabytes of data, right? In browsing, in saving, in clicking pictures, in posting memes, in posting videos, right? In browsing videos, in saving anything, right? Or even in coding. You are not knowing, but you are also contributing to the huge sea of data. Someone needs to be there to cache that data. It is like you have an ocean of oil, right? But you are not able to extract it, right? You know that there is the money spread there. You need to have people who can extract that or encash that money. And that is the reason we need data scientists. Not as a literal term, we need to have the whole ecology of data scientists. So we can have data engineers, we can have data analysts, we can have machine learning engineer, we can have deployment engineers, right? We can have full stack data scientists, we can have visualization engineer. The list go on and on and on, right? Now, some of you might have confusion. What are the difference between these different terminologies? I'll be taking that at last, okay? For now, just concentrate again on why data science. Now, when I said that this is the oil, how can we extract the data? How is it useful, right? How is it useful? So it may contribute in decision making, right? Decision making means I want to see, right? I want to forecast what is going to be my sales in, let's say, next month. If it is less than my rent, let's say I own one shop and my rent is, let's say, 50K per month, right? Per month. Now, next month I forecast it and my sales is coming out to be what? Something around 10K because of the lockdown. Is it beneficial for me to go ahead and open that? Because see, I will pay the rent, plus I'll have to pay the electricity bill, I have to pay n number of things, right? I'll have to pay the staffs, right? So there are n number of things. My time is also there, so you can also add that. So it helps. This is just a simple example, right? Again, I'm not taking example from the corporates, right? Because that won't be everyone is not from corporate currently in our session, so I'm making it very friendly to everyone so that everyone is able to understand. Similarly, the same thing is forecast. So I can forecast what is going to be my sales, what is going to be my revenue, right? All these things. Preventive maintenance. So in manufacturing domain, this is a term that is used, right? So let's say if I can predict what is the age of any particular machine, till when it will last, right? So I can have a backup plan so that there is no downtime in manufacturing, because if there is 5 minutes of downtime anywhere, right, there is a loss of like millions of dollars, right? Let's say if the Google goes down for 5 seconds, 10 seconds, right, then also there is a millions of dollars of losses, right? Preventive maintenance becomes very evident nowadays. Similarly, in healthcare, you use image analytics, computer vision. That is also one part of the data science, right? Right? So in Ebola, also all of you would have seen, the dashboards people built to showcase how much is the corona cases on every day, on every particular state. I also built one of the dashboard, right? So that is the reason I'm saying multiple data scientists worked on it together to build things for you. So all you have to do is go to that website and click on your city and see what is the daily cases, how many people are infected, how many people have recovered, and similarly how many people have vaccinated, which are the areas which you have to avoid, and so on and so forth, right? That is one of the case. Another case is, let's say if I have to do the x-ray, right? Now as a human being I can see and tell, okay, there is corona, but even image analytics can do that. If I train my models well, it can also differentiate someone having corona, not having corona, right? Just by inputting, let's say, x-ray or CT scan. Okay. Data analysis we have spoke about. Self-driving cars, all of you have heard about it, right? Tesla is kind of autopilot, right? And it is going advanced, right? That also works on multiple things together: speech analytics, computer vision, right? So you have this blue link in multiple cars. When you just tell them, okay, XYG company open sunroof, so it actually opens sunroof. So how does it do? Similarly, you have the same feature you have in Alexa, right? Google Home, Siri. Okay, so it is based on NLP, natural language processing. Recommender system. So let's say if you log into Amazon, right, and you purchase something. When you purchase, let's say, a book, it shows you, if you have, let's say, purchased a book to learn Python, for that matter, of, let's say, you purchased a book to learn data science, it will recommend you other books, right, which is related to that. Have you seen that? Or forget about the books, even if you purchase anything, it will show you related items related to that, right? It is called collaborative filtering recommender system, right? And the list goes on and on and on. You don't know where you are able to see. Everywhere it is. Everywhere it is. Correct? So these are the reasons today it has become evident. Let's say, for example, if you're a UI developer, then also you have to build, an application which uses analytics. So whether you like it or not, you have to learn data science, at least in order to, understand the requirements of the customer. Correct? Okay.